Children, now we will turn to desert plants. Today we are going to study adaptations in desert plants. We know that the aquatic plants were called as hydrophytes, and desert plants, they are also called xerophytes. Xerophytes, the prefix zero, it indicates the word dry. The meaning of zero is dry, and phyte is called plant. It's the meaning of phyte is plant. That's why the plants in dry region, plants in dry climate is called xerophyte, are called xerophytes. So the examples of xerophytes are cactus, date palms, etc. And what are the modifications? What are the features that are modified into the xerophytes, that we will study one by one. So the features are, the leaves are modified into thorns, and we know that there are thorns on the cactus, and when these leaves are modified into thorns, they prevent the loss of water, evaporation of water from the plant, because there is scarcity of water in desert. There is less water in desert, and to adjust with that surrounding, that dry climate, these leaves are converted into thorns or spines, and because of that there is no transpiration of water, there is less evaporation of water, and that water will remain into the plant. Then stem is green. Now there are no leaves, there are thorns present on the stem, and because of that there should be photosynthesis. What is photosynthesis? Now this word is also made up of photo plus synthesis. Now what do you mean by photo? Photo means light, and synthesis. Synthesis means production. Synthesis, the meaning of synthesis is production. We know the plants undergo photosynthesis and they produce food. The process of production of food with the help of chlorophyll in the presence of sunlight is called photosynthesis. It is the major process that takes place in green plants, but that is taken place in generally in plants with the help of chlorophyll that is present in leaves. But here the leaves are converted into thorns. Now how can there will be the photosynthesis? So for that purpose, the nature has converted this stem into green colored stem. These leaves, instead of leaves, there are green stems in the xerophytes, and this stem is green for the process of photosynthesis. Now again there is one modification in stems. These stems are fleshy and swollen. Why these are fleshy? These stems store water and food. Because of this storage of water and food inside that stem, these have become fleshy as well as swollen. And also the roots, they go deep into the soil in search of water, because there is no water in the upper layer of the earth soil, and because of that they have to go very deep into the soil to search water, and that's why the roots are modified. They go deep and they find out water, and they supply water to the plant, xerophytes. Again there is one additional, we know that these leaves are modified into spines of thorns. These spines or thorns, I have told you that these adaptations, they help us to protect ourselves from the predators, from the eating animals, and these spines, they protect them from being eaten by the herbivorous animals. Herbivorous, we know herbivorous. Herb means bushes or small plants, and herbivorous means the animals that eat small plants, they are called herbivorous animals, and they eat the plants, but because of the spines those are present on the xerophytes, they cannot eat that cactus or xerophyte plant, and because of that they get protected. So spines, they are the protective organs for these xerophytes. Also stems have thick layer of waxy substance. Because of that the stems they do not they can survive in that environment because of that waxy layer. In this way xerophytes, they have so many modifications so as to survive in the scarcity of water, shortage of water also. Thank you.